Hello everyone, welcome to Mind Rank. Today we're diving headfirst into a world of culinary madness where your wallets cry for mercy. We're talking about the most expensive foods on this planet. You heard me right, foods so ridiculously priced they make caviar look like a bargain bin find. Get ready to be amazed, disgusted, and maybe even a little bit hungry. Alright, at number 10 we've got the white truffle. This elusive fungus is often found buried beneath the roots of oak, hazel and poplar trees in the forests of Italy and France. It's not just any fungus, it's a treasure hidden underground waiting to be unearthed by specially trained dogs or pigs. This lumpy, pungent fungus might not look like much, but it'll set you back a whopping $3,600 per pound. Yes, you heard that right. This small, knobby and rather unassuming fungus commands a price that rivals some of the most luxurious items in the world. That's right, for the price of a decent used car, you can have a sniff of this earthy delicacy. Imagine walking into a car dealership and instead of driving out with a car, you walk out with a small bag of truffles. It's almost surreal, isn't it? They're like the diamonds of the culinary world. Rare, expensive, and frankly, overrated. Some people swear by their unique aroma and flavor, describing it as a mix of earthy, musky, and slightly garlicky notes. Others, however, think it's just an overpriced mushroom. But hey, if you want to impress some snooty food critic, go right ahead. These critics often rave about the complexity and depth that truffles add to a dish. They claim that just a few shavings can elevate a simple plate of pasta to a gourmet experience. Shave a bit over your pasta and pretend you're Gordon Ramsay. The rich and famous often indulge in this luxury, and now you can too, even if it's just for a moment. So go ahead, treat yourself to a taste of the high life and savor the experience of the white truffle. Coming in at number 9 is the mighty bluefin tuna. This isn't your average can of tuna. We're talking about a fish so prized it can fetch up to $3 million for a single catch. That's right, millions. This fish is practically swimming in gold. The Japanese go crazy for this stuff, especially for their precious sushi and sashimi. Listen, I appreciate a good piece of fish, but this is just ridiculous. Next up at number 8, we have saffron. This isn't your average spice rack filler. This is the king of spices, the culinary gold dust, and it costs a fortune. $5,000 per pound. Why so expensive? Well, you try handpicking the tiny stigmas from over 75,000 crocus flowers. It's enough to make you want to weep. But hey, a pinch of saffron can elevate your paella from bland to grand, so I guess there's that. Chapter 7. At number 7, we've got caviar. This isn't just any ordinary food, it's a symbol of luxury and opulence, often associated with the elite and the wealthy. Caviar has been enjoyed for centuries, dating back to the times of the Russian Tsars and Persian kings. It's a delicacy that has stood the test of time, maintaining its status as one of the most sought-after gourmet foods in the world. Now, I'm not talking about the stuff you find smeared on crackers at a supermarket party. That kind of caviar is a far cry from the real deal. It's often pasteurized and lacks the delicate texture and flavor that true caviar aficionados crave. The supermarket variety is more of an imitation, a shadow of what caviar truly represents. I'm talking about the real deal, the Tsar's choice, the fish eggs that cost more than your rent, $25,000 per kilogram. This premium caviar is harvested from the sturgeon fish, specifically the beluga, osetra and sevruga varieties. Each type has its own unique flavor profile and texture, making the experience of tasting caviar a nuanced and sophisticated affair. These little black pearls come from the sturgeon fish, and let me tell you, they're an acquired taste. The process of harvesting caviar is meticulous and labor-intensive, often involving hand extraction to ensure the eggs remain intact. This painstaking process is one of the reasons why caviar commands such a high price. If you're into salty, briny pops of fishy goodness, then caviar might be your thing. The flavor is often described as a burst of the ocean, with a creamy, buttery finish that lingers on the palate. It's typically enjoyed in small quantities, often with accompaniments like blinis, creme fraiche, or even straight from a mother-of-pearl spoon to avoid any metallic taste interference. Me? I'd rather have a good steak. While I can appreciate the allure and sophistication of caviar, my taste buds lean more towards the hearty, robust flavors of a perfectly grilled steak. But for those who revel in the luxurious and the extravagant, caviar remains the ultimate indulgence. Chapter 5. Hold on to your hats, because at number 6 we've got the Yubari King melon. This isn't just any melon, it's the creme de la creme of the melon world. Imagine a fruit so luxurious, so exquisite, that it makes other melons look ordinary in comparison. These aren't your average supermarket melons, no sir. While you might be used to picking up a cantaloupe or honeydew for a few bucks, the Yubari King melon is in a league of its own. These Japanese beauties are perfectly round, sweeter than a first love's kiss, and cost an eye-watering $27,000 for a pair. Yes, you heard that right. These melons are cultivated with the utmost care in Yubari, a small city on Japan's Hokkaido island. The farmers there treat these melons like royalty, ensuring they receive the perfect amount of sunlight, water and nutrients. You heard me right, a pair. These melons are often auctioned off at eye-popping prices, making headlines around the world. They're not just fruits, they're a status symbol, a testament to luxury and exclusivity. Apparently they're given as gifts in Japan. But not just any gift. These melons are often presented during special occasions, such as weddings or business transactions, symbolizing respect and admiration. Imagine receiving a gift that costs more than some people's annual salary. Can you imagine getting 2 melons worth more than a car? It's like receiving a pair of edible Ferraris. The sheer extravagance of it all is mind-boggling. I'd trade them for a lifetime supply of potatoes, but that's just me. While the Yubari King melon is a marvel of agricultural luxury, sometimes the simple things in life, like a hearty potato, can be just as satisfying. But hey, if someone wants to gift me a pair of these melons, I wouldn't say no. Chapter 6. At number 5 we've got Wagyu beef. Now this is something I can get behind. Wagyu beef is legendary for its marbling, that beautiful intramuscular fat that melts in your mouth like butter. But be prepared to shell out some serious dough, because this stuff can cost up to $3,200 per pound. That's right, a single pound. But trust me, one bite of this, and you'll understand why it's considered the holy grail of beef. Next up at number 4 is Kopi Luwak coffee. Now this one's a bit strange, even for me. This coffee is made from beans that have been eaten and, well, pooped out by civet cats. Yes, you heard me right. Apparently the civet's digestive system does something magical to the beans, giving the coffee a smooth, unique flavor. But with a price tag of $600 per pound, I think I'll stick to my regular brew. Chapter 8. At number 3 we've got fugu, the deadly pufferfish. Now this is one dish you don't want to mess with. This Japanese delicacy is highly poisonous if not prepared correctly. One wrong slice and it's curtains for you. Only licensed chefs with nerves of steel and years of training are allowed to prepare fugu. It's a risky game of culinary roulette, with a price tag of $200 per plate. Chapter 9. Number 2 on our list is scorpion venom. Now before you think I've lost my mind, this isn't something you'd find on a menu. Scorpion venom is actually used in medicine for pain relief and even cancer treatments. But don't go milking scorpions just yet. This stuff costs a whopping $39 million per gallon. That's right, millions. Chapter 10. And finally, the moment you've all been waiting for, the most expensive food in the world, is edible gold. That's right, folks, we're talking about actual gold that you can eat. Now, before you go pawning your grandma's jewelry, let me explain, edible gold doesn't really have a taste. It's mainly used for decoration, to add a touch of bling to desserts and drinks. But hey, if you've got money to burn, why not sprinkle some gold on your ice cream? So there you have it, the top 10 most expensive foods in the world. From fungus-ridden truffles to venomous scorpion juice, we've seen it all. Now I'm curious, which of these culinary extravaganzas would you be brave enough to try? Let me know in the comments below, and while you're at it, don't forget to like, subscribe and hit that notification bell for more mind-blowing content. Until next time, get cooking.